Welcome to our Gemini, to your beginning of the month reading for December. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Guys, let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what's going on. Best message for Taurus Gemini. Ten of Wands. Look at that. Very determined. Keeping your eye on the goal. Keeping yourself very, very busy right now. Could be just spending long hours, long days. But definitely overextended. Maybe even a little overburdened. But definitely continuing and determined to get done whatever it is that you need to accomplish. So feeling like you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing to accomplish this goal. Could be working, like I said, really long hours right now. For some of you, putting in that overtime. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Clarifying on the Ten of Wands. This cards aren't only going to clarify on the Ten of Wands, but the entire reading. Spread your wings. Look at that. So with the spread your wings over here, this is talking about that expansion, trying to get that freedom. Might even feeling like you're a little confined, though, to these, like hard work, right? Feeling like you're confined to this area because you are thinking and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, right? Because you're very determined to get this done. So there could be even restricting a little bit of areas where you might feel like there's other areas that need focus, but right now I have to really focus on this at hand, right? So, okay, so we're having this focus over here on what needs to be done. So getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Seeking. In the recent past, you have the third eye chakra and saying, I can see what I need to be doing. Getting your heart's desire over here and doing things that you need, because this is where you really desire to be, is over here where this freedom is. If I do this and I do that, then it's going to free up maybe time, money, things of this nature, right? No matter what it is, I have to get this done. So this is a very big thing. It feels like you're kind of on a quest right now, right? I'm doing my mission. I'm on a mission right now. Don't bug me. But there is a lot of understanding that this has to be done. So there's nothing right now that's going to push you away from this, because this is like the quest I have to be on, right? If I have to put in these extra hours for that bonus, that Christmas bonus, or however it is, it's going to be done. So it does feel like it's over, like I said, extending yourself, overexerting yourself, and maybe even a little overwhelming. Okay, so, but going over here to the third eye chakra is like, I can see that this is what has to be done, right? So obviously, so you're gonna like spread your wings and jump, right? Because if I want that rainbow bridge, I have to go strong. So having the understanding that this is what needs to be done. Okay, the third eye chakra, it's persistent. You're persistently moving towards this. So it might even be kind of a slow process, you know, even over here, you're like, yeah, still kind of slow, but I'm going forward. So you might know that it's going to take some time. Somebody may have offered you this and you knew that this was going to be one of those projects, or one of those quests, right? That's going to take quite a while, but you look down within your intuition and, you know, really looking at it and thinking about it, and you knew that that was the best thing that you could do for the situation at hand. Yeah, for a lot of you, this is where your money is going to be. This is what's going to get you where you want the, you know, freedom of this or that. However it is going to bring in prosperities. So it's a good thing you got to get this done. Whatever abundance that you want, right? Whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so however it is, you're very self-assured that you can get this done. You're like, hey, well, you know, it's going to be time consuming, but I got to do this. So going on this little quest over here and confining yourself to pretty much just this idea of getting this done, and being very determined. Wow. Waiting for the perfect timing, but really understanding, once again, understanding that this is what needs to be done with the moon. The moon is saying it'll all be done within perfect timing, but you know that, and you know there's a time limit, right? And that could also be pushing the kind of the envelope a little bit, right? This has to be done at this time, so no time to focus anywhere else. Gotta love the moon though over there. Maybe it's even be done before the full moon. Maybe you know it's around the full moon that this will all be done. But you also have this thankfulness that this is there and that you can do this. No matter how burdensome it is, it has a great payoff in the end, right? Because you know that the time is now to make it happen. Hey, gotta find a time somewhere. So using that clarity brings out the purpose of the understanding. So I love that. You might even be kind of, like it said, you know, ignoring other people around you because you're very focused on the idea, because the moon for the career area will say, well, I'm ignoring kind of everything else around me and everybody else. If you're not in this to win it, or, you know, surrounding this situation, you have to come back later. I'm really busy. This is a busy bee card, right? Really busy. I don't have time for your party right now. I'm really busy, maybe even working weekends to get to this goal. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here with the moon. Patience and timing. Yep, definitely once again, because I have a time limit. This all is going to come within timing, perfect timing. It's the perfect timing to have this done. It's the perfect timing to get it done, and it has a time limit. I'm on limited time. And you know this, but you're trying to keep all yourself as peaceful as possible, especially with the Sea card and the Temperance. There's a lot of peace going on over here. So even though you may feel like your hair is flipped back and it might be even looking like Einstein's, it doesn't matter, because you're still keeping this kind of peacefulness around you, which is very good. It doesn't mean you might not have a little anxieties, right? But it does mean that I'm kind of whistle while I work type of idea. Yep, see, very calm. Emotions are at bay. As long as no one gets in the way to cause any kind of havoc, right? Everybody kind of stay back a little bit, because if I start paying attention over here, you might start causing me a little stress. I don't have time for stress, right? I mean, even if you're dealing with your kids, you know, it's like I have to stay this way so I can go home, deal with the kids, deal with the family, deal with this, deal with that, but so I have to keep calm. I don't have time for no one's drama, no one's stuff. Definitely have no time for your manipulating mouth or ways, or anybody to get into the, let's put it this way, putting your programs into my programs. I don't have time for your business into my business right now. You got to keep your gossip and your stuff away from me right now, because I really have to focus over here. So not wanting to worry about anybody else's duties in life. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if like somebody's coming up going, well, did you hear what Karen did? And you're like, I don't care right now. Okay, because you're trying to cause upsetness where I'm trying to do something. We all have to do this because we have to focus on what our priorities are. So if somebody else is trying to come in, which it looks like you might have this negative person trying to come in to put their stuff on you, you're saying, I don't have time because my priorities come first. So they're trying to put their priorities of this stuff on you, and you don't have any time for that. That's, you know. Yeah, because you're going for the Ace of Cups over here. You have this fresh new way of doing things and really keeping the peace. I'm sorry, guys, there's a lot of peacekeeping over here. Just trying to keep it peaceful. Let me have my peace. Yeah, because it feels like someone's trying to come in to try to manipulate a situation, gossip, bring their drama into your life, causing confusion. The only reason it's causing confusion is because as soon as you're not focused where you're supposed to be focused, right? Then you're going to start focusing on whatever they're talking about, and that has nothing in the world to do with whatever you're doing. So it's more of a, in the way, right? It's in the way. It's not needed. I'll talk about that later. I'm a little busy right now. I'm looking at I have this to do. Do you see what I'm doing? Right? If you're working on a really big deal, right? You're trying to get this real big deal, and you know, you're working in mortgage or something, and you're really trying to push this house through. This is nothing that you need to be worrying about, right? It's like, I'm trying to make this deal over here. I don't have time to listen to you. I have to see what the clients are saying. I have to pay attention over here, right? Or whatever it is that you're really doing, right? Focusing on my family, my things, my priorities. So this is all about your priorities, whether it's the workplace or home life, however. There's nothing worse than trying to get your household together or doing something at work and then having this outsider come in and want to talk about themselves. right? It's all about you right now, but I'm a little busy. I don't have time for that. Turn off the phone. Yeah, because you're saying, no, I'm not going to take any swords. I'm not listening to what you're saying. I'm 10 of swords. I'm backing out away from that. I'm not going to surrender to listening to your drama right now. I don't have time. And that's really what it is, putting the swords down, allowing the swords to go away. You know, not taking that acceptance of them, accepting what you need for your own priorities. You know, you've been given a blessing to move on, so you're taking that blessing, right? You're saying, I can talk about this later. This is not a priority right now. Because you know what? Pretty much, guys, you know what this issue is? And you all know it. This is the issue that never changes. It's the same story over and over and over and over and over and over. And we've already talked about this, right? You're saying to yourself, oh, we've already talked about this. We can get back to that later because that issue never goes away. It's probably a relationship issue with somebody around you, and he says this and he does that, and you're like, I don't have time to care. Not to be mean, right? It's not a mean thing. It's just I'm busy here. Your drama can come later. We have to be this way. Otherwise, it makes us kind of suffer inside because it's giving us anxieties. It's making us think about something that's not, it's not doing anything. It's not even our life. Okay, it's okay. I'll pray for you. I'll talk to you later. So it's more of a burden and in the way at this time. Either that or it's one of those people who's like, oh God, what now? What do you mean? There's always something wrong with you, right? Well, we'll get back to that later. And that's fine because, you know, it shows over here with the temperance, maybe they find the healing within you, right? You always have the right answer. It's just that right now you can't give the advice. But it's one of those situations that doesn't matter. They don't need the advice right now anyways. Because that situation you're going to be talking about for the next 2 weeks. Crystal will be here and they'll be calling for Christmas going, you'll never guess what happened. Sacral chakra, 6 of Wands. Going after your own desires, you have your own victories coming in. You have the spread your wings coming through, and it's saying you did spread your wings. You do have the victory. Why? Because you didn't allow anybody to fragment the energy around you. And that's really what that is, my friends. That's fragmenting energy. They are fragmenting your energy by bringing up their problems at this time. 6 of Swords, moving in the right direction towards the victory and continuing to do so because you're working very hard. Finding the 9 of Cups for yourself, for your family, and doing the things you're supposed to be doing. Feeling like you have an improvement too as well. Remember, 9 of Cups is a huge improvement, right? It's not the 10 of Cups, right? It's not saying I have the overall satisfactory. What it's saying is I have the victory of improvement. So you're watching the improvement come. You're watching yourself improve in the situation as it's coming all together. Maybe you watch the money come through. Maybe you finally made the deal is done, and now you have to do is wait for the 10 of Cups to come in. After the 9 comes the 10, right? So you're saying, yeah, okay, I'm looking out, and I'm going to continue to keep going strong. I have ideas and fresh ideas and all these ideas and decisions to do before I can get to the 10 of Cups, right? So, yeah, absolutely. You have to wait for the good news, and that's probably waiting for the whole deal to go through. You're saying, okay, they signed the paperwork, everything's going smooth, I feel that 9 of Cups coming in, right, and I see it, but now I have to wait for it to actually go through the realtor itself, right? Everything's gone through, now I'm just waiting for the big kabam, right? Then I will get my reward, then I'll get the compensation, then I'll make that pension that I'm needing from selling that deal or whatever you're doing, right? So you're waiting for this news to come through to say all the paperwork's done, everything's perfect, bam, yes, here comes my commission, right? Take it how it resonates. You're not doing that, you throw it away, but you get the idea, right? And that's exactly what it is, and you've done this. And you feel like you did this because now you feel the achievements because you worked so hard. You did this. As an individual, you did this. Even if there was other people around you, it doesn't matter. You still did it, right? So you have the overall, I did it, you know. Get to go home, tell your husband, you know, I did it. They signed the paperwork. I got all the stuff done. I did everything, right? And yeah, that's the achievement that you're waiting for. Yep, look at that. Now you have the abundance and the rewards, Wow, you achieved a goal. The goal is done. You spread your wings. You did what you're supposed to do. The goal is here. You have the abundance. Now you can go and do the things that you want to do and just feel the vitality with the family. Have a great Christmas. Do the things you need to do. But no matter what, you're still going to be focusing, because you're probably going to be focusing on the next project, right? Because you're going to say, I did this. Wow. You know, unless that was all you needed to do, then you can just go back to work and do whatever you're supposed to be doing, focusing on maybe whatever you were not focused on before, right? Maybe you just go to the next one, right? If I had to put off this to do this, I now can focus on this area that I have been not focusing on because I had to get this done, right? So very beautiful. And now you can go listen to them and say, well, I'm back now. I can hear what you're saying now because my job is done now. Now what? How may I help you? I know you need an ear to listen to. You just have to remember, you know, I have things to do, right? Let them know I'm always here. I just, you know, I'm a little busy. So now you can go focus and listen to what they have to say. Okay, my friends, and that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.